Okay, here is just some like reminder of our display lines. So first we have our old generation display line that was based on a TN glass, so twisted pneumatic standard glass, and I would say like mid brightness. When we were introducing this line like years before, this brightness were like industry higher end standard. Yes, so most of the displays at that time were like 200 to 300 candela. Our displays were higher; they were like 500 to 600, as you see, the brightness. But still, it's like too low nowadays. That's why we decided to introduce a new line. We changed the glass from TN to IPS to have all the viewing angle possible, and also to have better colors. And we also at the same time increased the brightness to go to 1000. 1000 is pretty universal number. I would say that we can use a display indoor in very bright environment, even the brightness, even if it's like a medical room maybe with a bright, or like industrial place where we have a lot of light, or we have even the coffee machine that is maybe close to the window and we have a sunlight coming from the window. Then with 1000 candela we are able to make a perfect image and clear display. And this 1000 candela also allow us to build like outdoor devices, provided that we keep the reflections low, either by maybe adding some shadow, so not having the direct sunlight, or having, for example, some additional anti-reflective layer on the last surface. Yes, that will be typically glass. Yes, and as you can see in this table, if we add something on top of a display that is a typical touch screen, then the brightness go lower because of these reflections. Yes, so the glass is not perfectly transparent. The typical glass maybe has like 90, 95, 97% of transparency, so few percent we lose in a glass itself. The rest we lose because of the reflections. And as you see, if it's air bonded, we lose more comparing to optical bonded. We lose less, yes, because there is no internal reflection. These numbers are very, let's say, conservative. Actually, in like real world, they are typically higher, but this is the lowest you can expect. Yes, I would say that typically here will be 850, so 15% down, and maybe here will be like 10 to 12% maximum. Yes, but we try to be conservative. This is the lowest you can expect from our display with pickup and pickup optically bonded. Here we have also, in the old generation line, we have also cooperation with the resistive touch, and because resistive touch include more layers, we have like another air gap which is necessary for us to press, because resistive need to be mechanically pressed. We have even lower brightness because there is more reflections than with typical pickup without optical bonding. So just a reminder